Hello, everybody. I'm Teresa Woodard in Dallas with a look at what's making headlines in North Texas. Fort Worth police are investigating a deadly shooting at a home. It happened on Misty Glen Court, not far from 820. Aaron Heft spoke with investigators about what unfolded at that home Saturday afternoon.
One man is dead and another in a local hospital after an exchange of gunfire here in Fort Worth. Now, I want you to take a look at this. This is what the scene looked like at the active investigation as we arrived this afternoon. We spoke to police who explained the initial 911 call came in around 3:30 this afternoon of a shooting on Misty Glen Court in Fort Worth. Police say a man who lives at the home arrived to his house and saw another man he knows was already on the property. They got into a verbal fight, but then they both began shooting at one another. The man who was on the property when the homeowner arrived was pronounced dead on scene. The man who lives at the home was also shot and was transported to a hospital in unknown condition. This is what Fort Worth police told us within the last couple hours.
A lot of people will ask, something like this, happens in my neighborhood, what should I do? I'll tell you, this is an isolated incident. It was between two known individuals. And again, one of the individuals should not have even been on the property because of the court order that was signed off by a judge.
Fort Worth police said the examiner's office is likely to release the name of the man who lost his life by tomorrow. In Fort Worth, I'm Aaron Heft.
School grades are out and some districts may be starting to sweat. The Texas Education Commissioner came to North Texas last week to discuss the new accountability scores. As Cole Sullivan shows us, it's a milestone for some and a warning for others.
The end of the first week of school is cause for celebration.
I had to do that, sorry.
This party has a special guest and a special purpose.
56 campuses were a C last year that are an A this year, and we're in one of them right here.
Mike Morath, the TEA commissioner, came to HEB ISD and Bell Manor Elementary Friday. This school improved 22 points in new state accountability scores released this week.
This kind of growth doesn't happen by accident, and it certainly doesn't happen because of the work of just one person or a group.
And while some districts celebrated their scores,
folks, remember, there is no American dream without public education. So thank you.
Others may be sweating theirs.
Like Thornton Elementary here in Arlington, which got its 4th consecutive unacceptable grade from the TEA. A 5th year like that puts the entire district at risk of state takeover.
An Arlington ISD spokesperson told us, quote, "We feel like the targeted improvements we're making made a difference in this past year, and that will grow with the momentum we have."
Do it, and do it with urgency, because you only get one shot at first grade, and the kids need this and they need it now.
Morath says even schools with a strong showing can't slow down now.
We have got to work so that every year is a little bit better than the year before.
A celebration of last year's success at districts like this one as all schools take on the start of a new year ahead. In Bedford, I'm Cole Sullivan.
If you'd like to know how your child's district fared, we've made it easy for you. Just head over to WFAA.com and you will find a link to look up any school in the state. A beloved barbecue joint just fired up its smokers again after nearly being destroyed by fire. Kevin Reese first reported on it when that fire happened. He went back to Wiley to see how the community stepped in.
Bryce, you want to get a large mac in here, please?
We paid a second visit to Jeff's Barbecue in Wiley because 1 week ago, Jeff and his wife Amanda had one very bad day. An accidental fire destroyed most of their outdoor kitchen.
Call 911.
The grills, the walls, the roof went up in flames.
We were probably only a few minutes away from it igniting the trailer.
Before firefighters could put it out.
Yeah, $22 for the pound, $10 for the sandwich.
But then people
I got myself a 3-meat plate with some ribs.
Like Ken Smith showed up.
We helped tear some stuff down on Saturday.
He was one of a couple dozen customers, neighbors, family, and friends who raised nearly $10,000, volunteered to completely rebuild the outdoor kitchen, and in less than a week put Jeff and Amanda back in business.
And Friday, they're built back better than it was before. Like beauty for ashes.
It really makes you feel loved, appreciated. It's overwhelming.
They did it because Jeff is also a church deacon in Nevada, an Eagle Scout leader, and he and Amanda always offer free lunches for people in need.
It's just a community.
So neighbors offered help in their time of need too.
All these people
we're just ready to pitch in and help because they're good people.
Priscilla and Mike Scott should know they're not just customers, they're also Jeff's parents.
It warmed my mama heart that the community stepped up.
You're supposed to love your neighbor. That's what we did.
Above number 12, give us just a few minutes here.
And because of that love, barbecue is again flying through the food truck window at Jeff's Barbecue on State Highway 78.
We were meant to remain faithful through the hard times, and that's all we can do, is do what we were called to do.
The calling now to get back to work serving the neighbors who chose to save
Thank you.
and serve them.
Here you go. Okay. You have a great day.
In Wiley, I'm Kevin Reese.
All 35 volunteer spots were full this weekend as Habitat for Humanity of Collin County hosted a community build day in McKinney. It was all to make major progress on a future home. But for the woman who will live there, it was about reclaiming what was lost. Here's Morgan Young.
I'm gonna get some paint on the brush.
Home can be a lot of things. For Ramona Lewis,
Well, as a kid, I played here. My son played here.
it's where her memories live.
I've been here all my life, so this is my stomping ground.
Her father owned this property on Garcia Street in McKinney. When he passed, it became hers, but it housed hardship.
My husband had a stroke and he couldn't do much anymore, and then so my house just kept deteriorating, where it became too much, where I couldn't financially, fix the house up.
Ramona eventually lost her husband Larry in that house. You'd think she would have lost hope, but no.
And I can only trust in the Lord, he's leading and I'm following.
Ramona's hope is housed in her faith and supported by her community.
When Habitat came in play, it just put everything in proportion.
Habitat for Humanity of Collin County initially intended to fix Ramona's home,
Maybe just stick it right there.
but realized
Seems look good.
they needed to start from scratch. The demolition was in April. Fast forward to this.
And seeing it from being built from the foundation up, tearing down the old house and pouring slab and seeing how fast, everything has come together.
Lifted on ladders, sweating it out in the sun.
I don't know how people do it because I'm more of an AC woman.
Habitat for Humanity volunteers put a fresh coat of paint on what will be Ramona's new home.
It hasn't really hit me yet. It hasn't hit me.
We'll wait till they're done, but I think we got 99% of it.
For volunteers like Brett Quist,
It's nice to see how it starts from nothing and we get it all done.
he started doing this 16 years ago with his church and kept the mission going.
I love spending my Saturdays out here. You people think, oh, I don't have the time, but you do it once or twice, and before you know it, it becomes in your blood.
Each project, each home.
Everyone counts, right? Every little bit helps.
Because for people like Ramona Lewis, the best part about home isn't what she'll have, but what she plans to share.
Having a God-warming home where you can invite someone over, be at peace, be safe.
In McKinney, I'm Morgan Young.
Habitat for Humanity of Collin County plans to have a home blessing and a move-in next month. Good luck, Ramona. Those are your headlines from North Texas.